Now your forecast first, sponsored by the Thayer Group, Center for Comprehensive Dentistry.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. 52 in Peoria on our Brave Law Center camera. A lot of sunshine is taking us into this Wednesday afternoon. Area temperatures are working their way through the upper 40s and into the low 50s, but later on we'll be in the low to mid 50s area-wide. Plenty of sunshine for us as we go throughout the rest of the day, and then we'll cool down overnight. I'll let you know what you can expect for the remainder of this week. First, WMBD News at Noon starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Matt Sheehan. Just into the newsroom in the last hour or so, Delta flights will no longer be offered from Peoria International Airport. The airport authority says this does not necessarily change much, as the airline had suspended flights back in June. The pandemic can be blamed, of course. In April, PIA saw a 96% decrease in travel. That's from 2019. Now, airport authority leaders say they're looking to work hard with the business community in Peoria to bring Delta back soon. We've got more on that on our website, ciproud.com. Also new this afternoon, Peoria police say a woman was stabbed early this morning at the 900 block of Rock Island Avenue just before 3:30. A man was arrested in connection to the stabbing. A police spokesperson says the woman does not require medical treatment. Switching gears now, funding Peoria police and fire pensions. The issue will officially be on the April 2021 ballot. The city council voted last night 7-4 to place the questions on the ballot. They'll ask Peorians if they would support a property tax increase to fund the pensions council members say are one of the biggest problems that they're dealing with currently. After weeks of debates, confusion, deferrals, and language changes, they're finally bringing the matter to the public. Council members Chuck Graham, Denise Moore, Beth Jensen, and Dr. Rita Ali going against the vote. The question shall read, quote, the city of Peoria increase its existing fire pension tax levy on an annual basis to fully fund fire pensions. That same question reads for the Peoria police pension as well. Councilmember Zach Euler reminding the public that taxes are not necessarily going up, but they're merely looking for public's opinion.
This is not a request for tax increase. This is not an endorsement of a tax increase. This is a question being put out for the public to give us their feedback on such.
I feel that there's an expectation that it's automatically funded without some additional tax. So I'll be voting no for that reason.
Councilwoman Denise Moore says if the public votes no, those funds will continue to come out of the current taxes with no additional increase. Council members also discussed buying the former Aldi building on Southwestern Avenue and turning it into a grocery store. That matter has been deferred to the first council meeting in January. Also at Peoria City Council last night, voting 10-1 in favor of adding a fee cap for third-party food delivery services. Amy Eade is a co-owner of One World Cafe, and she says third-party delivery services like DoorDash take up to 30% of the item price on a delivery. She says when they look at the cost at the end of the day, they don't make any money off of third-party delivery services and usually only break even. She believes adding a cap would help their profits overall.
If the city made moves to put a cap on their fees, it would be a huge, huge move of support to the local businesses. We're talking thousands of dollars a year that would be local. You know, these big companies aren't local. So if the city made a move to cap that, they would be helping us tremendously.
We received a statement from DoorDash which reads in part, quote, pricing regulations could cause us to increase costs for customers, which could lead to fewer orders for local restaurants and fewer earning opportunities for Dashers. It went on to say, we remain focused on working with policymakers to find solutions that better support restaurants, customers, and Dashers. The Food and Drug Administration is reviewing 2 COVID-19 vaccines created by Pfizer and Moderna. Peoria Public Health Administrator Monica Hendrickson tells us once they're approved, 109,000 vaccines will arrive in Illinois. She says OSF St. Francis Medical Center in Peoria is one of 10 regional vaccination hubs across the state. OSF will get nearly 6,000 doses and distribute them in a tiered approach. Hendrickson says healthcare professionals and people living in long-term care facilities are prioritized. She says the vaccination process takes time and that people will need to be patient.
We're not going to get enough vaccine to vaccinate everyone on day one. So those precautions that we continue to talk about, you know, wearing a mask, watching your distance, and washing your hands are going to be key to slow it down.
She says the Moderna vaccine is pending approval on December 17th. She hopes that once both companies get approval, there will be a steady flow of doses. Hendrickson adds, when the volume of doses does increase, so will the ability to vaccinate. Also new this afternoon, Illinois Central College has been awarded a $1.2 million grant. It's from the Illinois Community College Board. It'll help the community college continue to implement the statewide Workforce Equity Initiative program. That program focuses on inclusivity by providing a credential and a living wage job for adults living in low income, low employment, and high crime areas. We've got more information on our website, that's ciproud.com. Beaten to death by her father's girlfriend, now there's a new case related to the death of 8-year-old Bloomington girl Rika Roundtree. Today is the expected announcement of lawsuits against the state of Illinois, DCFS, employees of the agency, Rika's father, and her convicted killer, Cynthia Baker. Rika Roundtree died in January of 2019 after what prosecutors later proved were repeated beatings. Now her mother, Ann Simmons, is filing suit claiming that DCFS workers violated her daughter's constitutional rights by failing to stop the abuse despite repeated reports. Attorneys for the family are holding a press conference this afternoon. We'll have more on that on air and online at our website, ciproud.com. Illinois State University may be a couple of weeks away from having saliva-based testing on campus. The school is working with the University of Illinois to open a testing lab inside the science building that's across from Waterson Towers. University leaders had hoped to have the site up and running by now, but they're awaiting approval from the FDA. Staying in Bloomington, Mayor Terry Renner will be quarantining until further notice after finding out he has tested positive for the coronavirus. He tells us 13 days ago he started to feel a sore throat and his sinuses were aching. Then he started feeling weak about a week ago. After learning his youngest son tested positive for the virus Monday, he got tested and was notified yesterday he has the virus. He says doctors told him because it's uncertain when he was infected, he is to quarantine until told otherwise. Leaders in Normal are considering imposing fines on businesses that don't follow the Restore Illinois plan. During a work session, town staff presented the council with the idea of creating an ordinance that would penalize violators or reward compliance. Now, leaders say they have heard from several community members about venues that are ignoring the mitigations created by the governor, and they want a level playing field for all. But Normal Mayor Chris Coos says nothing will be set in stone unless Bloomington city leaders agree.
Council members have expressed that they want to show that they're responsive to the businesses and citizens that they've heard from on both sides of the issue. And the reality is there's probably not an answer that's going to make everybody happy. We want to make sure that people understand we are trying to promote compliance. We're not trying to nitpick people. We know that this is a very tough time, but it's very serious.
Normal town staff will begin creating the ordinance and will vote on it at their December 21st meeting.
Mild weather in the area for the day, but I'll let you know when to expect some changes up next.